HIMS stock is trending down 15.08%. This is Friday, the 17th of October 2025, post market session. Intraday low $49.5, intraday high $65.3, printed on Wednesday, the 15th. In the regular session, it lost 15.84%. The extrapolation is saying that lower prices is may or is likely to continue to print up till the 5th of November, Wednesday, the 5th of November. And it's not really extrapolating any bounds at all. Anyway, this is just a second straight session of losses. And the projections are currently saying 64.28, $73.26, $78. Okay. That is not its intraday high. I think intraday high is here saying 65.53. We'll have here, yeah, okay, 65 point, okay, for some reason. Okay, it's all time, well, 52-week high, I presume. Okay, 66, it will be 66.18. So given that it's only just still true tradings, okay, well, unfortunately, um, I was going to say that given that it's just only two straight session of losses, that the moving averages may still be trending, but unfortunately, the 10 and 21 day moving the 10 and 21 day moving averages are not trending; they are now bearish. However, their derivatives are still positive. Let's see whether they've been increasing or they've been decaying. Let's see. It seems they have been. Let's see. It seems they have been improving. Yeah, they have been improving. Let's just scroll and see. No, oh yeah, okay. Well, the derivatives. Let's see one more time. Okay, the derivatives have been decaying. The selling pressure has really affected things. But in the midst of all of that, people are buying the dip regardless, even though the selling pressure is a lot stronger than the buying pressure. Down projections we have as low as 12.58, 19.57, 30.90. What are the odds of those lows printing? What are the odds? Let's have a look at the 4 hour chart and see what we have here. Here it's saying just it has gotten a bounce, but the algos are thinking that it may not hold. It may continue to contract somewhat, or just yeah, contract somewhat up till Monday, up to the close of Monday's trading session. Then after that, you may attempt to bounce, but just like on the daily chart, no real bounce is being extrapolated. What could possibly justify this bearish this week extrapolations? Is it because of what's going on? Let's listen.
HIMS and HERS Health is once again at the center of retail investor attention as the stock faces heavy selling pressure. Shares have trended downward amid heightened debate over a recent CEO stock sale, broader concerns in the telehealth sector, and uncertainty around future pricing of GLP-1 weight loss drugs. Despite the sell off, some traders see this volatility as a setup for a potential short squeeze given the company's elevated short interest and growing strategic moves, including its recent entry into menopause treatment offerings. Key catalysts driving the conversation: CEO stock sale. The company's CEO recently executed a large stock sale, which has ignited backlash across trading communities. Bearish investors view this as a red flag, a sign that insiders may be taking profits after the stock's big run earlier this year. Bullish traders, however, argue that these sales were pre planned under 10b5-1 trading rules and don't necessarily signal a lack of confidence. High short interest and squeeze speculation. HIMS has become a heavily shorted stock with short interest hovering around 20+% of the float. This has led to chatter of a potential squeeze, especially if buying pressure returns or a positive catalyst emerges. Traders are eyeing key support levels, with some expecting a bounce that could force short covering. Expansion into menopause treatments. Beyond weight loss and sexual health, HIMS is diversifying its product line by entering the menopause and perimenopause market, a multi-billion-dollar segment with relatively low competition. Some investors believe this could broaden the company's revenue base, reducing reliance on GLP 1 weight loss drugs. Others remain skeptical about execution risk and whether this new vertical can offset short term volatility. Sector pressure from GLP 1 pricing concerns. Broader telehealth and weight management stocks have come under pressure amid growing speculation about future price cuts for GLP 1 drugs. Lower drug prices could compress margins for companies like HIMS that have benefited from compounded alternatives and subscription models. Community sentiment, bears versus bulls. Bearish view. CEO cashing out equals bad sign. Retail is getting played again. Price cuts on GLP-1 will crush margins. Bears are framing the CEO sale as a confidence drain, combining it with sector headwinds to justify further downside. Many are watching technical support levels closely, warning of potential breakdowns if volume spikes on more selling. Bullish view. The squeeze setup is building. New menopause market equals long-term upside. Smart money is shaking out weak hands. Bulls counter that high short interest, solid subscriber growth, and new verticals could create the perfect storm for a sharp reversal rally, especially if sentiment shifts. Technical and trading outlook. Short term trend, bearish, with momentum favoring sellers. Key levels, traders are eyeing support near the mid 50s. A breakdown could accelerate the sell off, while a bounce could force short covering. Volatility, elevated. Options activity and volume spikes indicate heavy speculation. What to watch next? Any further insider sales or disclosures that could affect sentiment. Short interest updates. A squeeze narrative could intensify if momentum shifts. Early adoption signals from menopause treatment offerings. Broader telehealth sentiment tied to GLP 1 pricing policy changes. Bottom line, HIMS is in a critical sentiment tug of war. On one side, insider selling, regulatory and pricing headwinds, and negative retail chatter. On the other, a squeeze setup, product expansion, and a track record of fast growth. The next few trading sessions could determine whether this becomes a buy the dip opportunity or a deeper correction. Traders are closely watching support levels, short interest metrics, and any news flow that could tilt momentum in either direction.
Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.